Oi. Shuba-duba-dai. This blessed country, oh land of beauty, I pray for thee. Some people have that wrong philosophy that politicians can save a country. They never try and do it spiritually. And now this system exploding on we. The country in a recession, a big change from the old time religion. Mankind rewriting history in a modern but a bad version. We living in our final days. Take a look and change your ways. Our beautiful country, going back to slavery days, only a prayer for the land can stop drug violence and crime. A prayer for the land, yes, these are the signs of the end of time. A prayer for the land, the price of living, man, is so high. A prayer for the land, that even the rich like the poor cry. You say you're concerned and care, we country living in fear, but all are we born right here. So let's say a prayer, the Almighty Father will hear. And I see,
share the love, share the love.
Shuba-duba-dai. Oh God Almighty, show some mercy on this our country. Moral standard gone way down the drain. Little children using rum, crack and cocaine. It seems like wicked-itions gone insane, and everyone playing the dirty game. Too much guns and drugs in the country, owned by Tom, Dick and Harry. But if you're wrong, you must pay for it. For the law, no one above it. Put an end to victimization, oppression and segregation. It's not a good thing for this country, so let's try and wipe it out totally with a prayer for the land, of fire and brimstone go burn with it. A prayer for the land, some say they're picking out who should get paid. A prayer for the land, and that's why the prisoners burn down the jail. A prayer for the land, one day it must prevail. Please don't let this country become an next Haiti. No peace, no unity. Bow down humbly, the Almighty will answer it. Oh yeah.
Share the Lord, share the Lord.
Shuba-duba-dai. Oh God Almighty, show some mercy on this our country. They now call we terror Paradise Island. No longer a country where peace abound. Yes, I used to boast about my land of beauty, the freest nation with democracy. But now we are the capital for drug pushers and money launderers. Shame and scandal is on we, take it state and it's universally. Some blame it on the politicians for the unstabilized conditions. We going from bad to worse, all our blessed country now close, but a prayer for the land will help us to live with other people. A prayer for the land, for that's why the nation in big trouble. A prayer for the land, united we stand, divided we fall. A prayer for the land, citizens answer your duty call. Righteousness exalts a nation. The most I hate poor man depression. So I'm calling on everyone to take a stand. Take heed, listen to my song.
Share the love, share the love.
This blessed country, oh land of beauty, I pray for thee.
Sound of the man King Craig. I'm DJ-MORRISHAW. I'm coming to you live and direct from my bunker here in the Republic of St. Paul, St. Kitts. Yes, I'm here in the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis. On the outside here, it's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, however, somewhat windy and chilly out there this evening. But we're going to get things kicked off on the right track in a bit. You know, that was the mighty Craig. There's a lot to talk about here. We have commentary by the man J. Dwyer Astafan will take us down memory lane, telling us about the Buckless Uprising. Also, I know you folks have been calling me from last Wednesday night, you guys on my thread, telling me that the big lice is coming to speak about a letter and whatever. My good people, as I have said time and time again on my previous broadcasts, the best I can do is play whatever the big lice is saying, and let's listen it together. Folks can give their opinion. Everybody have their opinion. Those who anti-Labor or anti-Labor Party or anti-Labor administration or anti-Dr. Joe will have their say to say. Some that understand wrong and right will have their say to say. I'm getting calls as far as from the US, the UK, asking me what's going on down here, you know. And like I said on my previous podcast, you know, the three questions I had for the big lies, I still haven't got them answered as yet. I glimpsed him in town on Monday, strolling across Central Street. I haven't got an opportunity to get a close-up with him. And the honest truth is, I have not called the big lies because what can I say to big lies at this stage of the game to change anything? You know, the big lies, I understand, get a salary as special advisor to the Prime Minister, while he's getting advice from a body that he's not paying. So that's something that for you, the online viewership, to examine. You know, while one advisor is getting paid to communicate with the living, another one not paying the body. So I do not know what is going on. But I'm going to allow you, the online viewership, to listen to part 2 of the state of affairs with the big lies in a bit. And maybe we can come to a conclusion. Hopefully this will be the final outcry or the final whatever. Because I understand in this clip, the big lies is speaking about someone in America that played his commentary from the previous week. And maybe they're looking for likes or they're looking for whatever. I do not know big lies. What I can say to you is that any one of us that is on these live broadcasts, we are a public forum. People use them, they cut them, they dice them for their convenience, they do all kind of thing. DJ-MORRISHAW not gonna do that. The people want to know, you sing your song, the people want to know. And just as you let the people know what you know, I will let them hear for themselves what you know. I'm not going to come here and say big lie said this, big lie said it. I'm going to play the clip and let the people judge for themselves. In the previous broadcast that you did, you spoke about wanting an unsecured loan of $120,000 from National Bank so that you could commingle some outstanding debt that you have with your brother and Social Security and Skelec and whatever. As I said before, I never heard of a bank that is giving people loan to cover their debt someplace else. If you have several accounts within that bank and they might want to put them together and make one payment, that I can see, but I never heard of a bank doing that. But my other concern to the statement from my brother Big Lice is that I would like to know the information that he's spewing. If this information is factual, when did you get this information? How long you have had this information? Had you got your $120,000 loan, would the general public hear these things from you about the GM and one of the sitting ministers and all this kind of stuff? You know, so I don't care for the propaganda. I know the Joe administration is trying their best to bring us back from where we went under Team Unity administration some 7 years ago, more than 7 years now, but the Team Unity was there for 7 years. And I wish the Prime Minister Joe and his team the best of luck, because I know they have their hands full. So at the end of the day, I do not want to get too deep into it at this time. But before I play Dwyer Astafan, Brother Big Lice, I'm going to play a song for you, because I know the young man that you attacked said never wake a sleeping tiger in. And I think his Sparrow sing a song about the jackass and the lion fighting, and everybody out there rearing and roaring, pushing them on. But at the end of the day, they're not being hurt, right? And Brother Big Lice, I'm not in any position to give you any advice, because you are a university graduate. I understand you graduate from UWI with all kind of masters, this and master that. So who am I to come and advise a man as sensible as you? But when you're going to come on your live and talking about you have a right to say, you have a right to hold people foot to the fire, you have a right to that. Just the same, people have a right to comment, replay your clips. So if you don't want your clips to be replayed, then don't go public. Do it private in your home. But once you come public, it's all games play. As a matter of fact, this week I'm getting clips that people went into my page and take my picture and put all kind of stuff together. And if people are sensible, I'm going to use the word sensible, because if someone knows who DJ-MORRISHAW is, they would not listen to some of these things and make it into anything, because DJ-MORRISHAW is a plain speaker. DJ-MORRISHAW don't come out here and pussyfoot disrespect anybody until they attack me. But once the attack is placed, where they know it's no holds barred. So let me drop this track before I play the J.A. Dwyer Astafan commentary and heal up a few folks online.
Donkey arguing, the two of them. Well, who is really king? Bull Lion and Donkey arguing between the two of them. Who is really king? Well, the argument reached a height. The committee said let they fight. All but monkey backing lion. The whole animal kingdom in confusion. Hear the bawling. All them animals gone crazy. Even the referee, he and all against donkey bawling. A donkey is an ass and he have no brain. Lion bite away donkey tail and had the poor ass in pain. So he decided to fight carefully, but the way the crowd encouraging, he get brave and he start to swing. A left and a right to head, whoop, two uppercut, I say donkey dead. Donkey tumble down on the floor, elephant, goat and tiger began to roar. Hear the ballin'. Lick him down, lion, lick him down. Take your paws and rip way belly. Lick him down, lion, lick him down. Only monkey crying for donkey. Lick him down, lion, lick him this time, lion in a temper only shying blows. Rip away all a donkey clothes and had the whole ass exposed. Hey. Monkey ball, hey man, ring the bell, crapo, say forward. Go to hell, well alright. Use the secret weapon and teach a lesson to this damn lion. Referee Mr. Unicorn say it's a foregone conclusion. Time to ring the bell, ready pass. But a miracle couldn't save your partner ass. Knock him up, lion, knock him out. Donkey getting tired and backing. Knock him up, lion, knock him out. Lion fouling, but the referee a warning. Knock him up, lion, knock him out. Lion take a stool and really knock him down. Dog and all start to laugh at this big naked ass on the ground. Hear they singing.
To the Lord, to the Lord.
In a clinch, donkey kiss lion calling him a Makume man. Lion get so vexed he change up his style. No more bobbing and weaving, he fighting wild. When he had donkey at arm's length, he felt a bolo with all his strength. Donkey weave and that was the case. Lion spin, donkey grab him around the waist. Hear the referee. That is foul, donkey, that is foul. Donkey tell the referee yes or no. That is foul, donkey, that is foul. Maybe, but this is one foul that could crow. Monkey say, I don't know what is wrong with you. Where the hell you talking about? Break, break, break. And is that he trying to do?
To the Lord, to the Lord. Yes, sounds of the man, the sparrow there. Said the dad and the donkey having a great time there. So, Brother Lice, be careful of the lion, huh? Well, right about now, we're going to get straight into hailing up a few folks there. I want to big up my cousin there in the VI, St. Thomas to be exact, Brother Ken Bernier. How you doing, my brother? How is Sister Pam and the grandkids? Hope all is well with you guys. Want to big up my brother Carl Morris, Sister Valencia Morris, the man Avon Brown, Patsy Brown, Ralph, and crew. Also want to say a special good evening to my folks there across in the Tobago area. Mommy will be celebrating a birthday this weekend and Saturday. So later on, I got to drop a song for Mommy as well. And Kia will be celebrating birthday and Saturday. Want to big up Brother Victor Beard, Melissa Beard, the man Roger Wallace. My girl there, Sister Deborah Wallace, the missionary, as we call her. I'll big up the man Eustace Hendrickson, hope all is well. The man Django, the man Evan Ellie, how are you doing? How is the wife? Veronica Roberts, good evening, how are you doing? Brother Thaddeus Deposo, Zabu Sanders, Desi Pemberton, good evening, hope all is well. Sandra Thompson, Aldi Davis, Susan James, Diane Flanders, Ronald Hamilton, good evening. Director Tyson, Livingston Brown, how are you doing, my brother? How is the VI? Fanny Herbert, Marisol Penny, Reginald Hamilton, Francis O'Brien, Carol Liebert, Ward Everson Powell, how are you doing, brother? Everything good? Nigel McMahon, good evening, sir. How are you doing? Welcome. Jacqueline Bell, Althea Adams, Lesroy Mulwin, Madeline Sargent, Frankie Lawrence. How are you doing? Good evening. Casilda Francis, Marlene Cross, Beverly Marisha, good evening. Mona Davis, Iona Door, sorry. Clayton Thomas, Avanel Watson, good evening. Welcome to the ride. Luther Kelly, how are you doing, my brother? You're doing a good job with that honorarium. Look forward to seeing you on Friday. Claudette Connor, good evening. How are you doing? Cause everything good with you? Glendale Hubbard, welcome. Linda Bratcher, Joan Fenton, Sylvia Ward, Frankie Lawrence, Margaret Skeet, James Hobson, Casilla Francis, Orman Farrell, Terry Woods, Larry Lescott, welcome to the ride. Gemini Newsbeat, how you doing? Olibo Jenkins, the man Romella Jeffers, good evening. How you doing? Hope all is well. Well, we're gonna drop the unofficial. I retract from the back. Dwyer is giving us a little history about the Buckley Surprise today. So it's not one of your usual commentary that I know you guys love to hear, the punchline of the political gaming. So let's take a quick listen of Dwyer, and following Dwyer's commentary, we're gonna get straight into the state of affairs part 2, with the big lights responding to a letter apparently he received from the sleeping tiger who is now awake.
Greetings. In late January 1935, sugar industry workers at Buckley's estate, joined by others from other sugar estates, decided to take what would be a life or death action with regard to their pay and to economic and social justice generally. That was the Buckley's riot. Let us reflect on that action and on the massively historic impact that it had, pushing the oppressive and unjust British colonial government to open the door to workers' unions, political parties, the improvement of health standards, the introduction of voting rights, and in the process, advancing our people's march to self-determination and democracy. This initiative came from the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, not from the British government. Pressure from the people. The Buckley's riot was a major milestone, therefore, in the forward and upward journey of the people of this land, and indeed the people of this region. I want to suggest to you that, like in the case of the Buckley's riot, and we are in late January leading up to February, just like then, our country is at the moment at another major milestone in our history. Indeed, another major milestone for us and for the region. In 1935, our predecessors started the process of building towards having our own government and nation. Today, we have our own government and nation. And what we are witnessing now is an unprecedented initiative to raise the level of integrity, transparency, and accountability among the government's top 150 or so officials. This is new and represents a massive change for the better. St. Kitts and Nevis is 40 years old, and it is embarrassing and shameful, yet necessary to admit. This initiative should have begun long ago, but the framers of our Constitution did not want integrity in public life inserted in our Constitution. They did not even want it to be a law in the country in order to set a higher standard of accountability and transparency at the top of the public service. They did not want to protect the people of the country against excesses by high-level public servants. The message was clear for all of those to see, who wanted to see. However, we know that it takes time and decades, and sometimes even longer, for people to look back and realize what was being done to them or for them, as the case may be. And the leaders who followed the framers of our Constitution were, up to now, no better. They had no appetite for it. There was a move in 2012 or thereabouts, and the passage of an Integrity Act, but it was a joke. The joke was on us. It was an election gimmick. So we now have proper, not perfect, but proper integrity in public life legislation, anti-corruption legislation, freedom of information legislation, whistleblowers legislation. And I'm told we're soon to have new and effective, and might I say, much needed procurement legislation, because what we have right now is no good. I shouldn't say no good, but certainly not good enough. And we'll discuss procurements one day soon, because that situation is not good enough. Meanwhile, appreciative as we are with having operational laws on the books, that in itself does not solve our problems. These laws need to be enforced, and this is the real milestone. Enter our new Director of Public Prosecutions. He has, and in my opinion, persuasively and with great clarity, cautioned the country and the world that he will be prosecuting government officials who have not filed their declarations of personal assets and liabilities under the Integrity in Public Life laws by January the 26th. Now, I don't want to put the young man in the spotlight or on the spot, and I'm pretty sure that he and his staff will not want to be distracted. But there is no doubt in my mind that he is embarked upon an historic mission. What he is doing has never been done before, and it will change not only St. Kitts and Nevis, but our region for the better. Mind you, the original deadline was July 31st of last year, 6.5 months ago. That was before this DPP came to St. Kitts. Yet by all accounts, many if not most of the public officials covered by the Act had not filed by then. Not even by December 31st, 2023 had they filed. And I'm happy to say that I do not anticipate any efforts in official circles to frustrate the DPP. I could not say that with any previous administration between 1980 and today. And for that we must show our appreciation to the Prime Minister and his colleagues. Many of us have been voting for things just like this to happen. Voting since 2015, and now we seem to have it, just days away. I sincerely hope that all of these public officials will complete and submit their declarations by January 26th, which is Friday coming. But if any of them fail to do so, then they must resign or be prepared to face a $30,000 fine and or a 3-year prison sentence. The whole exercise is designed to raise the standard of accountability in public office and to reduce corruption. It is not government's or any other person's intention or desire to punish any public official. Rather, it is intended to protect the people from being punished by the excesses of public officials. This is what integrity in public life provides, protection for the people. Now, some of you are asking if there are any consequences in the case of persons filing false declarations. Yes, there are. The Commission has the authority to examine all declarations and to investigate them. And if the Commission concludes that a matter needs to go further, then it hands over the case to the special prosecutor, and criminal charges could follow. Now, the Commission has been and is, in my opinion, very accommodating to these public officials. The extension of the deadline is an example of this. Another example is with regard to real estate. The Commission will accept the Inland Revenue Department valuations used for property tax. Now, those of us whose work involves real estate know that the Inland Revenue has 2 valuations for every property. One for property tax purposes, and the other when a property is being sold for market value purposes. And the market value is most of the time higher than the property tax value, sometimes significantly so. The Commission is not pressing these officials to spend money on valuations, at least not at this time, maybe in the future. But it is clear that the Commission is giving officials a chance. However, that is finished. The DPP says the 26th of January, matters are in his hands. Now, if an official does not include in his or her declaration a piece of land that he or she owns, the law provides that he or she can lose it, and that piece of land can be forfeited to the government. The declaration thing is a very serious matter, and it will raise standards at the top of the public service. It will improve the governance of the country and make St. Kitts and Nevis a better place to live, to do business, a better place for us and for people who want to visit us and people who want to invest economically and socially in our country. Unless anybody believes that once officials have filed these declarations, that there's nothing left to be done, please be advised that filing is an annual obligation, and filing time comes up again, in fact, very soon. April is the month for filing. Now, in an interview with Mr. Ian Richards of St. Kitts Nevis Information Service last week, the DPP made the interesting point that he had requested a special magistrate to hear these matters. Note that these are magistrate court matters, and the DPP said that the Attorney General was facilitating his request. I appreciate this action by the Attorney General and by the Drew administration, and expressing my appreciation to them for their support of a DPP who seems committed to do his work and prosecute delinquent, high-level public officials, only reinforces my claim that this is an historic moment, because nothing like this ever happened before in this country. We are breaking new ground in terms of accountability, transparency, and good governance. And the DPP is not afraid to do his work, and it seems he has the support of the Drew administration. At the expense of being repetitive, this never happened before, and it will reverberate and resonate in St. Kitts and Nevis, in the region, and in the world. Mr. Richard asked the DPP why he had asked for a special magistrate to be appointed to hear these matters, and the DPP answered that he could not give details. Now, other than him possibly thinking that he would not want to add to the workload of the present magistrates, one can speculate as to whatever other reason or reasons he may have. I suppose we will find out in due time, DUE, maybe even sooner rather than later. Meanwhile, watch and listen and make sure that you understand the historic importance of what is happening now. Around this time, 89 years ago, the Buckley's riot, a major milestone in the journey to workplace justice, social, economic, and political justice. Today, 89 years later, possible prosecutions under the Integrity in Public Life Act of high-level public officials who failed to file declarations of personal assets and liabilities. A major milestone in delivering good governance to the people of this country. Let us hope that there is no need for any prosecutions, but let us understand that failure to file will open the door to prosecutions, fine and or imprisonment. Everybody has been warned. Now is the moment. And while we observe this moment, we keep pressing. Other breakthroughs are coming, all for the good of our country. Stay focused. One love.
Yes, like I said earlier, Brother Dwyer Astafan, very informative commentary, giving some history about the Buckley's riot. However, very good reminder to you folks who are in those particular offices that need to file your declarations. Do so, and don't come back later blaming the Labour government or the Prime Minister for the DPP is doing his work. You need to do your part. As a matter of fact, I got so many calls on Monday asking me what's happening in St. Kitts, what's going on in Nevis. I asked them what they're talking about. They told me, well, the Prime Minister took his entire cabinet across to our sister island, Nevis, and had a joint meeting, a joint cabinet meeting with the NIA at the Four Seasons. I said, well, so what is the issue there? And somebody is saying, well, we want him to come to the people, not to Mark Brantley. But I thought when he came to Nevis, the Prime Minister made it very clear that he is the Prime Minister for the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis. He will respect the NIA, whosoever has that responsibility, and he will work with opposition, the Speaker of the House, or whoever is leading the NIA to bring whatever to the people of Nevis. So I would say to the Prime Minister, great job. You started the process of letting the people of Nevis know that you're here for them. Just follow through and do your thing. No matter what we do in life, there's always going to be some kind of criticism. You know, some people, no matter what you give, they're going to ask for more. No matter how you try to accommodate, they're going to still ask for more. I have experienced that all my life. So I understand no matter what you do, people going to continue to do your stuff. I want to say good evening to Sister Gwyneth Marisha. How are you doing? Sister Beverly Marisha again. My mascot there, Dorothy Allen. How about my baby girl? Hope all is well. My son dear Jeffrey Jr. in the LA area. How is Sister Jazz? Hope all is well with your guys. Desmond Clarkson, how are you doing? Joan, good evening. Colleen. Clark Kep, how are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Erica Smith. Carl Pemberton. We have a full army here in line. Valfina Armstrong, Andrea Lane, Sister Hugh Coleman, David Sr., Alcon Deming, Ivor Edwards, welcome to the ride, James Hobson, Septima Hanley, Marlene Pemberton, welcome to the ride, Caitlin DeGuaya, how you doing? How is things here in the Toronto area? Althea Henderson, how you doing? Anderson Douglas, John Cornelius, Tara Libert, good evening, welcome to the ride. That was my boy Ingle Libert. Dennis Richards, welcome to the ride. Michelle Libert, Ian Ward, Bouncer Francis, Angela Doe, Tanya Powell, Denville Webster, how you all doing? And Farrell Smith, good evening, hope all is well with you. Tanya Powell, Bonnie Jeffords, well, Romelo Jeffords, welcome to the ride. Carlton Williams, Danny Smith, Haroon Sherry, how are you doing? Now the Youngs, Brother Sebastian Williams, how are you doing? Brother Austin Williams. How about my sister there, Sister Laura Williams, hope all is well. Jasmine, hope all is well with you. Ingrid Daniel. Wow, better leave some of these names for later. The trade is going crazy. Annette Morton, George Morris, Dennis Morris, Taylor Brown, Calvert Hazel, Carol Warner. Here's a Claxton, how are you doing? Welcome to the ride. Sister Naomi Ward, Sister Rosita Pontin, Joseph Buchanan, Glassford, how are you doing? Nigel Brown, Nigel Watley. Good afternoon, Jaslyn Hazel, Loretta Clark Queeley, Paul Francis, Pauline Swanston. Welcome to the ride. Jenny Lord, how are you doing? Well, Brother Kent Gonzalez. Well, we're going to get straight into the state of affairs with the big lies. I am not going to edit and try to speak for the advisor, former advisor. I will let the advisor speak for himself, and we'll get into the chit-chat following that. So stand by for the big lies. This one is called The State of Affairs with the Big Lies, Part 2.
Okay, good night, people. Good night and welcome to this impromptu live. And people say straight to the point, but let me pick up my family first. My daughter Des in Texas, good night. My beautiful wife, Angie Watley, good night. Elikai, good night. Caitlin and Kaylee, good night. That's my family there. And then my brothers and sisters. Good night to my brother in Nevis, Marcus Hodge. My brother in Puerto Rico, Jomo Pemberton. My brother in Orlando, Ivan Simple. My brother in Orlando, Bernal Watley. My brother in Anguilla, Bernard Watley. My brother in St. Kitts, Douglas Watley. My loving sister Faith, good night. And everybody else, all my cousins and family and well-wishers. Good night and welcome to this live session. And it is not a usual live for me, but I guess you guys would have heard what transpired after last week, Thursday night. I guess you all would have heard. But if you did not hear, let me inform you. On Monday, I attended a meeting with the Honorable Prime Minister, my boss. And we had a meeting in the morning, good meeting, we spoke, and came to a decision that he would have to relieve me of my duties as the advisor in the office of the Prime Minister because of conflict and pressure, of course. Some people thought that as an advisor, I was out of place to question a sitting minister. And so it was agreed. I haven't seen anything yet official, but it was agreed that the best thing to do is to send me on my merry way and let the country, the government continue to function without me. I had no problem with that. I'm not the boss. But I want you guys to understand the implications. I'm trying to be calm. Because here it is, I came in good faith, trying to ask some questions, trying to represent the voiceless, the foot soldiers. And I want to say a special good night to all the foot soldiers, all the foot soldiers. All this is because of the foot soldiers that I am speaking for, I'm fighting for. And so a decision was made by my good friend, the Prime Minister. I guess a hard decision, but something have to give. And that is it, where it is on Monday. On Wednesday, which is today, after doing my morning walk, I was served some legal documents from a lawyer, John Books Law, Adisha T.N. John Books, LLB, Honors, UWI, Attorney at Law. And so she, when the book, it's basically representing Honorable Convis Maynard. And so he made some statements saying that I defamed his character, I guess. And so I was served with a legal document today. Hence why I'm here tonight. Because I believe this is a very serious indictment on our democracy, our democratic right. All of a sudden, in my beloved St. Kitts and Nevis, people cannot ask questions of their ministers of government. Sitting ministers. And I believe this is beyond ridiculous. My question is, what happened to the good governance agenda? What happened to all them bills that is being passed about integrity in public life? I'm asking, is this a joke? Are we doing this just as a joke, or are we serious? We're hearing about the filing, who filed and who got to declare the assets. We're hearing that many people are not filing. The question is it a joke? And so I want to address some things tonight, especially what Congress wrote to me, or the lawyer. And I want to say, I hope that, and I say good night to the foot soldiers, I hope they're listening, because we are in some serious doo-doo if this is going to be the way forward. I am telling you this evening, all that I said in my life, if you look at my life, is all truth. No lies. Foot soldiers are crying out. Nothing going on for them. So many call me and tell me about their struggles. They don't deserve it. And so I believe the politicians need to stop. Stop fooling the people. When I tell you about the monies that the people in the bank are taking home, and the foot soldiers can't get anything, the politics need to change. The people, the foot soldiers. Let me tell you something. A friend of mine used a word. When a politician come to you and say, I want you to canvass with me, I want you to go on the trail, I want you to do my list and so forth, and the foot soldiers get up and they abandon their families, some of them, and they take the risk of getting involved in politics. A friend of mine told me, these people, we the foot soldiers, we have a legitimate expectation. Listen to me, I was saying, a legitimate expectation. Just so you have a legitimate government. If you take people to work in your campaign as the foot soldiers, they have a legitimate expectation to be taken care of. Nobody said give them money free, but to better their lot. You can't use people and then desert them. And I listen, because a lot of people misrepresenting what I said in my life. I never indicated to anyone that I needed free money. I said I applied for a loan. And so people trying to make all kind of excuses. And all the point I was trying to make is that if me, no matter how bad I be, me no angel, I be no saint, as I always say. But no matter how bad I am, if I could not move the bank with a salary of, you all say, $10,000, with a property that's worth millions of dollars, now you all say you are going to take from me now. Well, who else could move the bank? And so, we are saying, if you have people in the bank making them kind of money, making certain decisions, but they ain't following no rules. They ain't following no rules where you can make some provisions for the foot soldiers who help you. Who help you to fly to Dubai. Who help you to fly in Morocco. To Europe, all over. And you're out there enjoying in the name of the government. But you can help your little brothers then, man. But people trying to misrepresent what I said. But we're going to deal with that. We're going to deal with that. And me ain't going to stay down tonight. I just want to address what's going on with me in terms of the letter. And to show you that we are in a dark place right now. We're in a very dark place. So I want to talk to Miss Byron, Gwyneth Byron, who seems to believe she knows everything on how loans go. But I remember your Scotia Bank. You used to turn on other people because you all don't believe people should get through. So don't talk about me and my case. Because you all don't like people to help people. Miss Bella in St. Martin, I think you misunderstand. I was never asking for no free money. So don't come on the radio as if, well, you asking more if you expect to get money like that. Me ain't asking for that. You study the politician down there now, and I'm glad. And I hope you teach him the right way how to take care of his constituents. But don't try to change and try to muddy the waters for nobody. Carl Bowler here today. And you are trying to twist and turn. You are one of the same people who the ball out when things ain't go away. But I'll give you a chance. I see a man today in America have a personal life and me ain't the man. People using the situation to try and promote their situation. Me ain't the man. Me don't want that to represent me. But you want representing me. But no one with no idea and use me to pull up the numbers. Do your own life and talk about your own issues. Don't use my show to promote you, whoever you are. But I want to go to something here. As I tell you, I want to come talk about, you know. And I want you all to listen clearly before I start. In politics, there is something called collective responsibility and individual responsibility. Collective responsibility basically speaks to the cabinet. And when you discuss this, you can't do things. But I want to go to the individual responsibility. And I want to listen to me clearly. The doctrine of individual responsibility means that a minister, listen to me carefully, that a minister, not a minister of religion, we're talking about politics, that a minister is responsible to Parliament for the work of his department. The minister, not the permanent officials like the permanent secretary and so forth, is to be praised or blamed for that work. This doctrine is emphasized particularly at question time in Parliament. If found blameworthy, a minister may be censored, transferred, or dismissed. If an error is made that is less serious, the minister may apologize. Listen to me carefully. Each minister is therefore responsible and accountable for the actions of his ministry and its departments. Let me read it again. Each minister is therefore responsible and accountable for the actions of his ministry and its departments. Whether the minister authorized, I want you to hear this, whether the minister authorized such actions or not. Whether the minister authorized such action or not. That is what we call individual responsibility. Well, let me talk to the man from number 3 now. You wrote me a 6-page letter from your lawyer, and I want to know if these people go to law school full of all bull. I can't believe that a lawyer can write these things full of all bull. Because when they point out everything that I said, where I did not allege, I asked a question. And so, if Congress Maynard, I'm going to call his name now because he wrote me, the man from number 3, is the Minister of Public Works. If he is the Minister of Public Works, then who should I ask the questions to? Who should I question? I just tell you, individual responsibility. Congress Maynard is the sitting Minister of of Public Works, Infrastructure, and he's also the sitting Minister of Skellek. And so every question that I ask, I was asking the minister because he is responsible. He is responsible. So when I ask about the company, some great, saying it's great. That company, as far as I hear, and I'm hearing, that company is like what you call a ghost company. It's not a company like Surrey Paving. It's not a company like Warner. It's not a company like Strady. This company is a company by the books. And that is why we got to be concerned. This company is a company that was given the job to break down a portion of the Bastia High School. This company ain't have a barrow. This company ain't got a shovel. This company ain't even got a pick. But this company was given a job. Thank you. this company was given a job to break down the Basel High School. And nobody seemed to know the legitimacy of the company. And I'm not saying the company is not legitimate. All I ask is who has the dealing? Who know about the company? What is the affiliation of this company with St. Kitts? Because we don't know. Because we hear we need somebody from Grenada, Guyana, somewhere. So we have to ask questions. I have to ask questions as a concerned citizen. What is the relationship with this company and whoever? And so he asked me question. And so that seemed as though it created some confusion. But we still need to find out. We still need to find out about this company, you know. So when you're going to send me a letter, say, and me ain't going to what I say because me know what me say. Me know what me say. But here it is. I act as attorney for and behalf of Honorable Congress Gregor Menten. Maybe it's 10 Many-One. Menten 10 Many-One Maynard. Member of Parliament Christopher number 3. Public Works, Energy and so forth. But any part I want to go over here. Mr. Maynard complains about the entirety of the said speech quoted above. The said speech meant and or was understood to mean in its natural or ordinary and or inferential meaning and or by innuendo that, among other things. So he interpreting what me say now. He interpreting what I'm saying. He said as retaliation for a conversation between both of you concerning a baseless allegation made by you in April of 2023, and there was disaffection among members of cabinet, Mr. Maynard now has a personal or political vendetta against you. But if you want to meet me and tell me what I say is garbage, you point your finger in my place and what I say is garbage and I must take it down and so forth. And if you call other people and complain to them, but I don't feel like you have a vendetta against me. And so, if I feel that you are in charge of Skelec, me feel so, and you are a very good friend of a friend in there, so me not gonna mind to believe, and me can make an allegation to say it seems as if I've been targeted. Oh, what foolishness I really give people here. I could say what I feel, that's what I feel. How could you be defamed as that and you are the substantial minister of Skelec? He said B is engaged in political victimization and abuse of power to settle personal or political scores. But that's not the same thing. You thin skin. Everybody know you are thin skin. Even from one school, everybody saying that you thin skin. And so you as the minister don't want people to question what is happening in your department. But I know once you're in politics, you as a sitting minister must be questioned and nobody. Nobody could tell me that in this life where I'm living, that I can't question a sitting minister. When people vote for you, you are accountable to the people. And so questions must be asked. You ain't special. Look how much things I don't ask questions about when the unity was in. Look how much things I don't ask questions about the former Prime Minister, Timothy Harris. Were you special to come and believe that you won't get a free pass? No. Once I am telling you now, and if that is not true, I will go into the court and tell them. Once I'm alive as a political analyst, that's my training. I will ask hard questions to the politicians if I believe they are transgressing the law. If I believe they are suspect of victimizing people. If I believe they are doing people wrong, I will ask questions. So I don't know how you believe just because I support Dr. Joe and the Labour administration that you're going to do as you like. And when I ask a question, you get upset. Well, politics is not for thin-skinned people. You need to get out of politics. It's the best, the people in village, it better you all vote for Moiler Box. It better you all vote for Moiler Box. Moiler Box is a more people person than Conway Maynard. So when he come talking this stupidness, asking question, as the as the Minister of Government with oversight for the St. Kitts skeleton. So then who will ask? If you are the Minister with oversight, are you going to ask? It's you I have to read no more. If you are the Minister and I have a problem, whether you like what problem I have or not, the point is I have a problem. And so I have to ask you. I can't go ask Marsha about skeleton. Marsha should slap me. Marsha about boat. So me ask Marsha about boat. I can't go ask Samal about skeleton. Solomon in agriculture. So you are the minister. And so I have to ask you. And if you are going to go back to my life, and read everything over and over again, all I was asking is questions. He said, indeed, as Minister of Public Works, is involved in corrupt deals and fraudulent practices. Who said that? Including the formation of a shell company. Who said that? I was asking who owned the company. And the thing is clear to see. These people just want to waste people's time and try to intimidate people. With unqualified persons fronting for him. But nobody said about the front to you. We want to know about the company. And we want to know if there is a relationship. If there's none, say there's none. That is very simple and clear. And then you say, he did not have the financial means or financial qualification to build his family home. And was able only to do so for illicit or political favors. Who said that? Congress boy, you need to go back to Trinidad, Go back to school. I asked you, or I said to you, that you built a home when I suspect you did not have the money, and I believe you were helped. And so, now that you're in a position to help people, why are you not helping people? All of us get help. You go to the bank to get a loan. You go to this to get a loan. How could that come across as being illegitimate or illegal? Why something got to be wrong with all you? When you are in public office, you all must understand that you are under scrutiny. People going to ask you hard questions. People going to ask you hard questions. He said here again, is involved in an extramarital affair with a young lawyer But who said that? What is when the people they can't understand? Who said that? I talk about the young lady in a relationship with the GM. The whole country's getting. He want to buy somebody or something? I'm so stupid and the liar listen this and go like this. The liar listen convince and not listen the original thing and go like this. The liar that should be this bad. The liar should be this bad. But she don't have sense. The liar don't have sense. Because nothing like that come out in the conversation. Is a hateful, unscrupulous, but here he says name now. That he is a hateful, unscrupulous, vindictive, criminally dishonest person with power who is engaged in segregated distribution of state resources for his benefit and his selected few. Me don't understand what that mean. Me must in a sleep or something. Huh? Me don't understand where that they come from. All I'm saying to you, that you don't like people. And it is clear to see that you don't like people. The people in number 3 ball. The people in boxing ball. Scorcher ball. Bugna ball. All them people who work to put you in power a ball. Because you are not representing the people well. That is politics. Representation is what people need. Sorry, not need. They need representation. And you up there not representing them. But one come send some kind of letter about all kind of, you make up all kind of things. You make up all kind of things. Me never know the man have something here about his wife. Me never know the man's wife. Me never say nothing about the man's wife. I'll be out of place to say something like that. And so you need to listen well. You need to listen well. All kind of people are all. But you, not talk about my partner Curtis Cook. You treat Curtis Cook. Curtis Cook is somebody that I have grown to have some admiration for. Curtis Cook went out there on the battlefield. And Curtis Cook represented the Labour Party well. So that you could get a seat. And all of a sudden, as soon as you reach in, you're not studying nobody. You're not studying Curtis Cook. You're not studying Bugna. You're not studying the man down at Boyd's. You promise all kind of people, all kind of things. And that is politics. When you go into office, you ought to represent everybody. Not some. Don't be hiding. And so, you have demonstrated that you're not a good representative. And you come send me this stupid letter here to waste people's time. Send me this stupid letter to waste my time. And I come tonight because what? Me ain't responding to this. I will go to court. I will go to jail before I respond to this. Because if we, let me tell you something, you know. I said to somebody today, it's best if they come and just lock me up. It's best if they come and they lock me up because it seems as though we are living in a dictatorship federation. A dictatorial federation. If I ain't gonna ask questions, are you gonna send me a letter? I asked a question about the Ministry of Public Works, Infrastructure and so forth works. And I asked about Skelec. Even though involved me, I'm asking questions. And you're going to be offended that I am defaming you. Well, how are you getting it? Man, you're the minister. I'm going to teach you something. You are the minister. And so questions would be asked to you. Maybe you don't want me to ask you the questions then. So maybe I have to get somebody else to ask you the questions. But the questions must be asked to you because you are the sitting minister. So how dare you want to chastise me from asking you questions? How dare you want to intimidate me from asking you questions? Congress Maynard, I have a little advice to you. An advice for you. Start to look after your people in number 3. Start to understand what politics is about. Politics is about not you boasting about your trip you take and how you doing IT and so forth. All them trips you take, you don't suppose to take them trips there. You technocrats supposed to go on them trips. You're a minister. You should be home making sure your ministry is being run well. You know what potholes you have up and down the place. Drive up and down the place and see where the potholes be and tell your public works people, fix them. That's your job. Not going and playing every minute. Not don't want to hear this what people say. I have a hole in Kayan, upper Kayan up there when you're going. People got to be careful how they drive in that hole. That hole has been there from God knows when. People have complained bitterly on Facebook. People have complained in person and still can't fix. That's what you're supposed to do. Fix the roads. Oh, I think I'm going to fool me. And I'm going to show you something, you know, people. Oh, I need to pay attention to what's going on. Oh, I need to pay attention to what's going on. He's talking about disaffection and so forth. And I told you all last time that they are not he. When Dr. Ju said Jeffrey Hanley is deputy, that's when war started. The war started before that, but that's when the war really started. When Dr. Ju gave Jeffrey Hanley the deputy. And if Dr. Ju would listen to me, I would have taken away some of the portfolio and shift it up. Show him who is boss. Now the place to be threatening the Prime Minister with a letter. And I shift them up. Because he's not doing his work. Pay attention. Kayan well. Kayan well with the water is well on its way. They're building this and that. Congress like to take picture. Congress like to take picture and put them up on the Facebook. You see Congress in Kayan taking the picture recently when the well done do up to say things progressing in Kayan? No. Because it's Dr. Ju constituency. I better stay attention. Up in Monkey Hill, where the road should have started a long time ago. But I understand road work start. Oh, you see the Minister of Infrastructure up there taking picture in Monkey Hill to say the road start? No. because he has a problem with Dr. Joe. And whether Dr. Joe wants to admit it or not, I am telling you, he has a problem with Dr. Joe. And that is a big problem. He wants to be deputy, he wants to be prime minister, and he cannot be. He can't even be the representative for the people in number 3. The people in number 3 crying out. The people in number 3 crying out. They need help. But the man from number 3 missing in action. Missing in action. Can't go in Buckley's. Can't go in Buckley's. But you all know. Do you all know? You see? These people are something else. They're talking about, oh, this and that and so forth. And these people, they got some followers who are so stupid and foolish. Well, I got to give them a chance. I got to give some of them a chance. And I understand why. Do you all know that Congress Maynard bought a car, a jeep, a car, a vehicle? 6 months into winning. The vehicle costs almost $100,000. Electric vehicle, and he up there afraid to drive it. Because what? He treating people so bad that he afraid to drive it because he don't want people know that he got electric vehicle. And that is the man. He believes that he is better than people. We have a lot of testimony on that. People who went to school with him, people who sing calypso with him, so we could talk. People who walk with him. Tanwis believe that God make he and the devil make you as are we. He believes he better than people. And so when you ask question, he is defamed. He feels hurts. He's hurt. Me is a failure and all. He's hurt. Because nobody is supposed to question Congress Maynard. And people want to back up the stupidness and talk about how me have this. Me not do nothing. Me not change nothing. And them a trouble me. And them a trouble me. Me defend me. So I must understand where all this thing coming from. I must, and I see all kind of comments, and all kind of this, and all kind of that. Me no had no problem. Me no had no problem. But if I ask questions, all you got to say, as a minister, nothing goes to be done. And you want apology, and you want this, and you want that, and you want compensation to do your job. To do your job. I'm doing my job. I am doing my job. My job is to ask questions when there is doubt. So I still have to ask about the company. I still have to find out about the company and tell you all what my findings are. So don't let nobody put you all the wool over your eye. And all I want are to know that this man here saw big lies. God represent himself in court. Because I want to see the court go and tell me, as a citizen of St. Kitts Nevis, that I can't question my representative in Parliament. He's all of us representative, and I go ask the question. And I want to see who can tell me. I can ask questions about the different entities around. Because if that is the case, as I've said before, we're wasting our time. With all the legislation that we would have passed, we waste no time if we can ask hard questions. And a lot of people say, oh, but you're going to ask them, you know what time I ask these questions behind closed doors to people? Nobody else study me. Well, at this collect part. But the part with public works and support, nobody take me on. You can't even get a chance to ask the questions. So you got to come publicly and ask them. You understand? So when people want to intimidate people, and when I look at this thing, it's laughable. Let me tell you something. When you defame somebody, you must be telling lies. Not truths. Lies. And me not tell one lie in that presentation. Me don't tell lie. I do not tell lies. If I tell you something, it's because I don't know different. But I do not tell lies. And anybody who know me, I don't tell lies. The truth. They always say the truth shall set you free. So, the man from number 3 to thin skin. Thin skin and scheming. And scheming. You know, during the last election, you know. And this is a story. I've got 2 stories to tell you all. During the last election, Congress Maynard called me and indicated that he wanted to come on my live. Now I became suspicious. I said, why would Congress call me and say he wants to be on my live? So I said, you know, me and man don't work on this. I said, but Congress, I don't have people on my live. It's just me alone. But if I had to have somebody on my live, it would be Dr. Joe. Because Dr. Joe is my friend, 1. And 2, Dr. Joe from number 8. So I would not have you come on my live as the first guest. And it's when I think back, I realize the man was scheming, trying to show up Dr. Joe as far as I'm concerned. That's how it appears to me. Then you're going to come to me and ask a question to come on my live. And not even going through your representative, your boss, the leader of the party. Not even going to that. You come. And if you look back and remember, that is the way the man operates. That is how he operates. He wants to be the man. The man. And nobody must ask no questions. And when somebody asks him after that, when they had a problem with me saying this and that, the man speaking as if, well, Big Lions no contribute nowhere at all, shape or form to the success of Labour. That is how nasty the man is. Nasty. Secondly, I'm going to give you a story. And this is show the height of nastiness. Now, it's a man's story. So, my story is a man tell me what he witnessed. And if this is so, that is nastiness. So, it's not me saying it. If I want to use the word, it's an allegation. Somebody tell me don't know if it's true, but me gonna talk it because it's nastiness. Somebody beg Congress, please come support me, man. Went and bought a chicken from the person. And he bought the chicken. And when he went up the road, me going to tell her what he do. But what he did was nasty. So, as far as he's concerned, the man who's selling the chicken is not worthy of a little respect. And all he had to do is give the man the money and say, this is a contribution to you. And leave the man chicken alone. But what he did with the chicken, me not say so. Me don't want another letter. Because if he could put in there something about his wife when me not talk about, he might talk about the chicken when me don't know about. So me not talk that. All I'm telling you, Congress Maynard, you need to pay more attention. It's a little advice again, you have to pay me. Pay more attention to your constituency. Pay more attention to your constituents. Pay more attention to the people who worked with you. Pay more attention to the people who voted for you. A free advice me I give you. Free advice. And you take it away when I tell you something wrong. All I'm telling you, pay attention to the people in Champsville, as how you say, in number 3, in Boys and so. The people crying out, for God's sake. Crying out. Are you not listening to them? No. As I said, I came here to just inform you of what transpired this week. And that is what it is, that I got a letter and a letter that I have no intention of responding to. And so, but who say throw away chicken? Lord, nobody say throw away chicken. Lord, I won't say, me say throw away chicken now. Me not say throw away chicken. Me say me don't know what I do with the chicken. Anyway, I just wanted you to know what transpired. But to assure you that I will not stop representing the people, the voiceless, those who are not capable of representing themselves. Many people call me and give me all kind of stories. And I will continue to listen to them and bring them to the fore. You see, that's what they want to intimidate me, that I can't represent the people. Even though when they tell me, this and I that, I don't investigate what they tell me. So I don't come here and tell you what I don't know. And that is why I came to ask questions to the minister. A number of persons reach out to me today. A number of people reach out to me today. But I'm not going to use tonight or this time to speak to some of the things that they told me. But I want to thank the many persons, people from local, people from overseas, people from regional, international, wherever you want to use. They say my voice going. People who reach out to me and show me their love and show me their appreciation. People who assured me that they're with me. That they're with me. People who assured me that provided I continue to speak to the people they would never ever forsake me. You understand? They would never ever forsake me. And I appreciate the people who show their concern. And so I want these guys to know, and girls, that I will not be intimidated.
Okay, so that is part 2 of the state of affair with the man Duncan Big Lies Watley. The questions I have still stands, still stands. The Labour administration has been in office now for some 17 months. And Brother Big Lies, according to his own announcement, has been special advisor to the Prime Minister, Dr. Terence Joe. And a couple live back, I heard Brother Big Lies saying the birdie give him some information and he got to come and do a live. I am a bit confused, actually, that you have a position, Brother Big Lies, special advisor to the Prime Minister. You're making whatever you're making is your money. That's not my business. But you're taking advice from a birdie to advise the Prime Minister. I have a problem with that. The same foot soldiers that you speak about, they've been there ever since August 5th of 2022. And according to your report, according to your presentation on your first live 2 weeks ago, you started off by saying that you went to the National Bank to get an unsecured loan of $120,000, and you was denied because of some business you have at the development bank, and you think you should have been given special consideration. So you went and spoke to the general manager of the bank, and that individual stated that he will not be getting involved in the bank's business or the bank's affair. So you decide to launch the attack about his salary, how much board he's on. You launched the attack and the man for number 3, and you went on and on and on. Only thing I have to say to you, Brother Big Lies, is this, and I'm speaking as a foot soldier, I'm speaking as a citizen of the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis, and I think I am qualified to give my opinion and be fair across the board. I did not hear this kind of forceful fight in the last 17 months coming out of you about the foot soldiers. So I would really like to know, this information that you're bringing to the general public, how long, if it's true, if this information is factual, how long have you had this information? And had you received that financial request that you made, would we be hearing these things now? And to be honest with you, I don't think so, Brother Big Lies. I don't think so. I have listened to several people stopping me, giving me their commentary and their input, wanting to get involved. And I decided, no, I am not getting involved. I prefer to speak plain here, where you could hear for yourself what I'm saying, Big Lies. Because I don't want somebody come and tell you, Marisha, I want you to hear me for yourself. That I think all of us have bills to pay. And in your first commentary, I heard you made a statement that your priority, your mission was to sleep in your house before the new year, by the early of 2023. And that is nothing wrong with that. You have a new wife, you have a new family, you want to move into your new home. But if you have other outstanding bills prior to getting your home completed that you needed to deal with, take care of your obligation. You can't come now and blaming everybody for you not taking care of your obligation and, in my view, make a bad decision instead of taking care of the bills. You pump whatever money you got into moving into your new home and expect the bank now to come and give you money or lend you money to pay your outstanding bill. I personally, I don't take that lightly, and I don't take it in a sense that you should be attacking the bank manager, attacking Brother Conways publicly like this. It is not good for the friend that you say you have in Dr. Joe. You have a 6-seat Labour Party, just 1 seat, have them in office. You lose one of those 6 seats, you're out of government. A coalition government could form a government and Labour is gone. So the approach that, I don't know if it's the birdie that advised you on doing what you're doing, but that birdie, you say it's your birdie you're listening to. I think you need to speak to a human being, and don't speak to your friends who want to tell you what you want to hear, or your friends that want to use you for political mileage, because that's what I'm hearing out of some of these people. And I listen to some of these people who are supposed to be sensible people, trying to justify what you have done. As a matter of fact, there's one of your supporters that is telling me, man, doctor, you should pay the man bill. I mean, when I hear these kind of nonsense coming out of people's mouth, I want to know, I mean, why am I wasting my time having conversation with these kind of people? So if Dr. G going to pay your bills off because you're him his friend, so he need to pay everybody's bill that have bills off. I'm pretty sure the greater deal of the Federation have some kind of bill to pay. People trying to mobilize themselves. There is students, from what I understand right now at university, who applied for loan at the development bank. And they too, in some cases, I think did things wrong. Because if you don't have the funds to pay for your time at university, and you decide you're going to apply to the bank for a loan and go and start your studies and waiting for approval, and if the bank don't approve your loan, you cannot continue your studies. You should have made sure that the bank approve your loan before you leave. You know, so I do not know how the mindset of our people here in the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis, the mindset is totally warped. I remember Sam and Dwyer spoke about transactional arrangement, and it seemed as though this is what is the order of the day in the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis, and I have an issue with it. I believe that Prime Minister Joe did his best to accommodate the people, the foot soldiers that was there on the ground. He cannot take care of everybody at one time. But for some of you, and not just your big lights, I have spoken to some ambassadors with their attitude on social media and the way they talk to people. You know, whenever y'all are okay, everybody quiet. As soon as you get some discomfort, you want to kill the government. Only but so much the government can do in 17 months. I am still in observation mode, and I'm going to continue to observe. I get attacked on a daily basis by some people because they don't think I am attacking the government. I am not doing this, I am not doing that. But this is not what I'm here for. When this program started, it should have been a 14-day program just to kill some time in quarantine, as you guys know. And when I decided on the 13th night that I'm going to shut the program down, you guys asked me to continue. I continued and I went straight into election mode because what I experienced from the former Team Unity administration, I know that was not good for the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis. There was many people in the Federation that afraid to talk to me, afraid to walk the street. No matter what anybody out there say, history is there. You cannot change history. You guys know what transpired in New York. You guys who was down at the mission with me knew the struggle, you knew the fight. Lioness, Charles, Sheila, Barrett, you know, Olivia. Olivia is dead and gone. But she was at the mission. I get all kind of cussing from the Iraq paper there online, St. Kitts Nevis online. Many people that I see hugging up and kissing up the Prime Minister today. What cussing Dr. Joe? Where you never sit down? Where you talk about he want leader of Labour Party and he can't win his own seat. These are the things that was going on. When he became leader, the war continued. A couple of our citizens decided to stand up over there in Keon and Church Street to display the way they was treated during the COVID situation. I don't think I need to remind you all, 3 of them was arrested. The mother cop, the man Shaq, Anivia, and some other lady. People was tear gas under the farm administration. How soon we forget what we went through for 7 years from 2015 to 2022. If we had stayed the course and allow the tri-party of CCM led by Mark Brantley out of Nevis, the People's Action Movement PAM led by Sean Richards in St. Kitts, and the former Prime Minister, the PLP Timothy Harris, if we had continued to allow them to play the baby game like everything is okay with them, while they're fighting on the inside, fighting for whatever, transactional, not taking care of the people business. If people such as myself did not continue to put pressure, you would still have a team unity today destroying the Federation. The things that we find out now, the fake marriages, the missing funds, the this, the that, we got a lot to thank God for. So, Brother Big Lies, I think it's too late for me to advise you on what to do. You will continue speaking, and if you speak and the general public think that we need to expand on it, I'll come here with it. This is not Marisha. Marisha don't need this kind of conversation. I have a lot more to talk about. There's so many things going on right now in the Federation. There is so much good things that is happening in this Federation right now. You know, I took a walk to the JNF last week, and I see some big scopes for the eye clinic coming boxes, big cartoon, 8 feet by 4 feet for the eye clinic to take care of the people. If you go up to the JNF today or tomorrow, you see in the lobby, crates upon crates, brand new equipment for the extra department and other areas of the hospital. A lot of improvement is taking place under this new administration and under Dr. Terence Joe. But everything cannot happen overnight. You know, there's a lot of good things to report in 7 months, but we are focused on individuality. We are focused on what is for me. As I walk around St. Kitts, you know, I have seen so many people with their limbs cut off. We need to know why. We need to be more concerned about our people and stop being about self. You cannot just get up and decide you want to buy a car or build a house and you don't have the funds because somebody else is doing it. I grew up hearing from my grandparents, don't look at what nobody got. You don't know how they come by it. And I cannot say I am disappointed in you in a Big Lies. I cannot say I'm disappointed in you because you are doing what I know you have been doing. You did it with the former Labour administration. You sing your song. I appreciate your songs, them lyrically strong, musically strong. I always been one of your strong supporters. I will continue to be. You guys went and support the team unity whatever happened there was a money thing. Well, I'm happy that the new Labour administration that is led by Dr. Drew is trying to do things the right way. And if anyone gonna go out there and want this big money and cannot justify to the bank or the loaners according to the laws how you're gonna pay it back, or if you have a bad history. And if you have a bad credit history, you got to fix it. You know, you find a way to fix it. You know, come out cussing and use foot soldiers as a front. You know, do not use the foot soldiers as a front because you're trying to spark some support. Because I personally, Big Lies, don't believe that when you went for that $120,000, the foot soldiers was in your mind. You wanted that money to do what you need to do, and had you got that money, everything will be good. That is the way I look at it. If I'm wrong, I stand corrected. You did not get what you want, you know certain things, or you heard certain things, so you come on the attack. This is not the way to deal with friends, because what you are doing, Big Lies, if you continue down the road you're going, you're not helping your friend Dr. Drew as you claim he is to you. So even if you don't care about yourself or what nobody say, I will say to you, pull out and the chatter. Because you have a wife now, you got a family. Think about your family. Think about your friend, Dr. Drew. You might not care about Congress. You might not care about the man for number 3, but you're not hurting Congress. You're hurting everybody involved. Families are getting into all kind of debate over this. It doesn't make sense. I get called from people in New York and England, like I said earlier. And basically, they're asking me, who is this guy? Banks have their guidelines in how they approve loans. If the bank said no, then you have to take the other route and satisfy the needs of the bank. I do not know how many of us remember, you know, but on the Team Unity administration, I know Big Lies had a similar situation, you know, because I reached out to him at that time and asked if I can help. And he said to me, somebody's dealing with it. It appears as though this somebody was Chesley Hamilton, because I heard Chesley speak about it during the campaign of 2022. So this is nothing new. You know, we have to prioritize what we need to do. I remember we had some people in New York, you know, we got some petitioner, I listened to their conversation. They're not paying the rent, but they're paying the cable bill and the electric bill. Well, if you don't pay your rent, we expect to have some place to put cable and electric when you get put out. The first thing you need to pay is your rent. Your rent and your utilities. Cable come last. Some of you with 3, 4, 5 cell phones. You know, and Big Lies, I am disappointed that you're no longer in the position that you were, because I honestly believe that you could have done well for the country and for its people. Not even just for you, but I believe you would have done a great job in that area had you just take a different approach and not embarrass your family, embarrass the prime minister like that, trying to get a Congress. It doesn't worth it. It really does not worth it. So, my good people, you want my opinion? I give you my opinion. And I could go on and on all night, giving more observations, because there are many more Big Lies in the Federation, not giving the government a break, not giving Dr. Joe an opportunity to do the right thing. And the government is trying. I see them trying. Everything is at 100%. Everything is not going the way I would like to see it go. But I see where things are improving. I see where even though I could see things going a different way, the Prime Minister, we let them to run a country. We're gonna get there, you know. I have said it earlier and I'm gonna say it again. There's a lot of chatter in the communities. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to complain about. Because I don't think that the ministers in my area, in the St. Paul's area, I don't think they're spending enough time on the ground with the people. I do not know if it's the same thing in the other constituency, but I put it out there broad to the Prime Minister. The same way that during the campaign, you all was spending time in the community and speaking to the people one-on-one, you don't have to do it every day. You don't have to do it every week. But you, the ministers, just as you all got up as a cabinet and jumped on a ferry and went across to Nevis to meet with the NIA, I believe on a Saturday afternoon, set it up. You guys can jump on a ferry and go across to Nevis and meet at the cricket field at the Willett Park, organize some barbecue or something. Meet with the people over there. Give them an opportunity to talk to you, to feel you, to give you their views. You never know what you might learn from them. That can work to help a lot of the situation that you might be struggling with. Just the same, here in St. Kitts, you all should get together as a cabinet. Take a visit to each community. Walk through the villages. Walk to St. Paul's, walk to Deep Bay, walk to Keon, walk to Taba, walk to Molyneux, wherever. If DJ-Morrish is around, I'll be happy to walk with you. You could pop up a domino table, bang a few domino. Walk with a vehicle with some drinks in there. Communicate with the people, man. You know? Let's do a better job than we are doing. I said a couple of weeks ago, I was asking for a donation of 8 fold-up chairs, 8 plastic chairs, because I have 2 fold-up domino tables, and I really want to, while I'm here, do some community service. I don't want to just be here wasting time. I would like to run into different communities, pop a domino table, have a drink, hear the people, feel the people. And I must thank my boy Ellis. You know, Ellis told me between him and his brother, Rock and Dirt, they will donate 4 chairs. So I already have a sponsorship for 4 chairs. So I'm looking for another sponsorship for the other 4 chairs. But we need to give back to the community. We cannot just take, and we can expect government. Government cannot do everything. You know? We as citizens within the Federation have to be leaders in our community. There are some shops in this community that don't give back nothing. They just sit down there, wait for you to come buy your sugar and your milk or your beer or your rum, and that's it. They don't give back nothing to the community. They don't go out and have conversation with the community. They are the health of the community. They don't even realize that. Right here in my little village of St. Paul's, when I see the young boys them down the road selling the juice and whatever, I would like to just stop there and hang with them, have a conversation. But you know it is, you cannot just sit down and talk with these guys. They don't want a drink. You understand? So you have to have money in your pocket. That when you stand up with these guys, you know, you could buy them a drink and make them, turn them around. We can do that, you know. So I am really hoping going forward in a couple of weeks, the powers that be, I know the new advisor to the national security, Brother Woosie, have committed to taking a walk down the road, talk to some folks. I also spoke with Myla Bax. Myla Bax think it's a good idea. He'll be happy to come and have a walk with us and talk to the folks, you know. There's a lot of things we can do, you know. We keep blaming every time we hear gunshots, every time we hear someone die. Blame the government, blame the Prime Minister. But we can contribute to that change. Brick by brick, we can contribute to that change. I can recall back in 2021, 2021, 2022, I think it was. Right on this program, Dwyer and Sam Kanda was here with me. And Dwyer said to me, Marisha, Jeff Roy, election was just there in 2020 last year. Yeah, it was 21. This is 2021. How you should to have election in 2022 as you're campaigning? And I said, Dwyer, there's some big stone around all road there. You think DJ Marisha could go around and pick up one of them stone and bring it to St. Paul's? He said no. I said, but if I get a bucket, a 2-pound hammer, and a chisel, and I go around there every night and chip that stone and bring it to St. Paul's, can't I move it? He said, yes. Well, that's the story of life in everything, you know. We cannot get everything fixed overnight. But if we start somewhere and give back to the community, stop thinking about me, what I want to benefit. You want the best of this, the best of that. I am so proud of many returning nationals here in St. Kitts right now. I have seen many guys here, back home, they retire. They're back in the Federation, willing to contribute, willing to give back. But unless somebody give them that opportunity, what are they going to do? We're talking about forced family law enforcement, folks that have been in other stuff. You know, right now we have a serious issue in the Federation. You walk into Bastille, 88% of the people lighting up a spliff. That is the new way of life. The young man, them, everybody got their bag and their knife and their tools and doing their stuff. That is the new way of life. We got to try and turn that around. You know, we have to stop thinking just about self and turn that stuff around. I heard Dwyer in a commentary a couple of weeks ago calling on the police to be more visible on the road and stuff like that. And I have to laugh, you know, because last week, heading to Bastille, I see some police doing their thing over at Rush University, pulling over folks and whatever, and they waved me through. But this weekend on Monday, there's some police doing some operation here in St. Paul's, in my village, in number 6. And they make sure they pull me over, you know. What you looking for in Marisha vehicle? Marisha don't have nothing illegal, but I know they're just messing with me. And I know that they're doing their job. They're showing me that they're doing their job. And I appreciate that. I appreciate seeing the police on the road now, making themselves visible. I see my boy Detroit yesterday. It's years I haven't seen Detroit in uniform. I see my boy Detroit yesterday in full gear. I love to see that. You know, as I said a couple of weeks ago, one of the issues that I have a problem with is that many of the officers, I don't see them with bulletproof vests on. I think they need to get some fundraisers going and ensure that we get some bulletproof vests for our officers. People like Django, I think, could assist in this area. So I'm going to speak to Django about that. But before I forget, I want to big up my engineer, Brother Ike. You know, because we're heading into our 4th year of this program, which should have been only 14 days. So I want to thank Brother Ike for his dedicated service with little and a pay, because only when I get a little donation occasionally, I send him a little centimus. You know, I cannot afford to pay Ike to keep this program going. So I want to thank you, Brother Ike. Thank your family for keeping the flame burning here for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. And while I'm at that, you know, there's some sad news. There's a gentleman by the name of John Gould. Many of you in the village of St. Paul's here, wherever you are, might hear of the name John Gould. He lived around the turning. I understand there that he passed away in the UK, in Birmingham, England, to be exact. So I want to send condolences to Brother John Gould and the community of St. Paul's here, and your passing. You know, many of us leave the Federation, travel overseas for a better life, never make it back here to the Federation. There's a lot of sickness out there, folks. Let's be more positive. You know, I also got a call this morning that another friend of mine, cricketer out of Nevis, Leroy David, originally out of Nevis, but he was living in Montserrat for a while. So while in New York, he played for the Montserrat cricket team. And I used to enjoy beating up on their ball because I could go home and tell Mary how much six I get when I beat them. Right? So Leroy David passed away this morning. So you folks who familiar with the tall pace bowler there, opening bowler for the Montserrat cricket team in the Bronx, New York. Leroy have taken flight. So condolences to the cricketing fraternity. Condolences to his family and friends. I know Sister Farrell, who lost her husband, who was a close friend of Leroy just about, what, I think 2 years ago, going on 3 years now. I know you must be taking it hard because Leroy not only was a close friend, I think he is the godfather to your son. So I just want you guys to be strong. Want to touch my boy there, brother Weston Daniel, out of Nevis, living in the Bronx as well, the man Melvin Herbert, brother Cardell Walters, Ivan. Just want to say to you guys, Ivan Brazer, stay strong. Brother Jebby, I know you should be somewhere there. And Nevis, the man playing Herbert. I also want to big up my boy Cabo. Cabo, I have not seen you online for the evening. I do not know where in the world are you, but make sure that you drop your information in the thread for this weekend's goat water, fungi and fish. Remember, Cabo just mashing up things these days. Everybody go there and have to wait for a second pot to cook because the first pot finished very fast. So while you're having a drink, Cabo is doing his second round. Want to big up my friends there, my new acquaintance there in what you call it there, Bermuda. Hope you guys are doing fine. I hope the family is doing well. And everything is good with you. I want to take this opportunity to say a special good evening again, like I said, to my girl there, Sister Gloria Beard, who will be celebrating her birthday on Saturday along with Kia. And I remember there's a recording that was done by the Mighty Sparrow, and I just love the lyrics and just thinking of Gloria. She's up there in age, but you could see she had it. So Gloria, mommy, I'm gonna drop this track for you. Take a shake and give daddy a walk for me. Yes, Gloria, this one for you.
I have been east, west, north, and south. I have seen women all about, but they cannot compare you have done here. When they walk in, background shaking, pretty teeth and eyes that just seem to glow. Why like a case of ball. Boroughs you could call, or ring Interpol. Me ain't going at all, 'cause I love them sweet Tobago girl.
Yeah, man. Mommy, go away. Sister here.
Look at each in the bikini, on the beach, bathing in the sea. God, take your own two hands to shape Tobago man. So much beauty all around me. This place have me heart controlling my head. Deportation is no solution. Give me permission to stay till I'm dead. All them Tobago girl, nice and wrong like a butterball. Do me money small, I go walk ball just to give them all. 'Cause I love them sweet Tobago girl. Will you incarcerate a man with honorable intention? Your country is pure bliss for a polygamist. Oh, what rapture, the thrill of capture. Robinson Crusoe was the smartest man. I see hope here, this is utopia. Perfectly ideal, try and understand. All them Tobago girl, trim with vim, which is so vital. Anytime they call, if I have to crawl like a old football, I'm rolling straight to my Tobago girl.
Oh, yeah. Kamika. Good evening. Sister Lynn, how you doing? Oh, yeah. Music. Bubble. That's when music was music, man. What a serious bubble on the keyboard there, man. And the guitar is really doing its thing. Remind me of Jabo of the Grandmasters when he lay back and he strum, you know. Well, my boy there, I say I must send something out for hey boy, the King Ellie. I didn't realize the King Ellie is celebrating birthday again. The maestro. Well, all them lying excuses you don't give me. Let me drop one here for you from this power brother Ellie. This one is called Lying Excuses. For you ladies, pay attention. Some of them out there tell so much lying and now you want to think DJ-MORRISHAW is the same thing. DJ-MORRISHAW not capable of telling these lies. But take a listen. The King Ellie.
see me with some woman, I don't want you misunderstand. Whatever you might see me do, no, my love is true, I'm not being unfaithful to you. The woman you catch me with in the bed really didn't have no place to rest she had. Business closed down, she lost she up. Disappointed, suffering from shock. So I take she home just to relax and cheer she up. I'm exhausted, she said to me. Boy, you're so tired and so sleepy. Casually she sat on the bed and asked me to massage her leg. That's all, that is all, that is all. Spread rumors for confusion. Oh no, don't take them on. Just be trusted and don't dig nothing. Try and understand. I'll never do you no wrong. Darling, you are never deceived. There is no need to disbelieve. Give your trust and your faith in me, and I promise you there'll be no infidelity. The lady you saw me with the other night, she and her husband just had a fight. I find it was really looking so bad. How we felt she closed in the yard. She sit down there and start to cry like she going mad. The $2,000 I give to she was to buy a sandwich and a coffee. Not another thing happened. Me and the girl ain't nothing. That's all, that is all, that is all.
Line excuses. King Ellie. Happy birthday, my brother.
Jealous and confused. Don't mind them and them. Oh, Lord. They want me to mash up so they could come and shock up. And when you refuse, we'll be like two fools singing the blues. Don't know why these women don't stop. Always trying to set me up. Trying to give you the impression something's wrong with my darling, nothing going on. The girl I was with behind the lamppost, don't vex because I was holding she close. Well, she's a old thief from the east. It's somebody hearing she thief. I was only trying to hold she for the police. The reason behind was if she goes on. I was feeling to see if she had a gun. She didn't have no gun by she chest. Is why I was searching under she dress. That's all, that is all, that is all. was seen making love on Maracas Beach. Well, the fact is she had on a bikini and was attacked by African bees. And very bravely I covered she with my whole body. Then she loved me neck and she grabbed me hand.
Oh yeah.
And with that she pulled me down in the sand. A bee sting me on me behind. I couldn't help it, I had to find. That's all, that is all, that is all.
Yeah, brother Ira, that's all. Oh yeah. Ira Henry, the man Desmond Blaster. That's the mighty Sparrow Line excuses. Good evening, Sister Cora Bennett. How are you doing? Hope all is well on your end. Hope the weather is not too cold for you guys here in the NY area. Now, I want to just big up my cousin there, Sister Gloria Hutchinson over there, Smart Fit. Check her out there in the old Simaco building right next to Skelec on Central Street. Lovely goodies there. She's setting up herself there with some good clothing. Check her out. There's also a store there on Cleon Street. Right off 4th Street there, check her out. Also, don't forget my boy Paris Pharmacy there in the Gut, Central, and I guess that's Westbourne Gut or College Street Gut Paris. You need to get me that information, you know. I'm not too familiar with my guts them here in the Federation, but Paris Pharmacy is right there doing his thing, good things. Also, big up my boy there at Jamrock Restaurant there in Frigate Bay. The man Mikey and crew, Angela. Just want to tell the folks, check them out, so give them a support. Very good food. Check them out. The man Marshall up the hill there as well. Lovely food. Check him out. Don't forget my uncle there, Uncle Joseph down at the Millhouse Guest House, Garvey's Estate. Check him for your weddings and parties, occasions. Or if you're just looking at night to hang out, your guest rooms, check out Uncle. Also, if you just want to take some pictures, there's a lovely view down there. I was down there over the weekend, had some plum sarat and some fat pork. While Eustace Hendrickson was here, he was talking to me about fat pork, so I had to go down to Uncle and see if he had any down there. And got some lovely fat pork and some plum sarat. The monkey's taking care of the tambourine. So check out Uncle Joseph, area code 869-668-1392. Yes, that's the number for Uncle Joseph, 869-668-1392. And my girl there, Carmen Caterers, she's on vacation for a couple of weeks. So as soon as she gets back, I'll continue to push her. You know, she's located right there in the corner of Shirley and the Bayfront at the entrance of the ferry terminal. So when she's back, we will give her plugs. Yeah, thank you, Joseph. Paris Pharmacies and Westbourne Gut. I know the guts them, I'm losing them, you know, but that's okay. Very lovely guy, Brother Paris over the years have always taken care of DJ-MORRISHAW. Don't forget, the folks that keep me hydrated while I'm in the Federation is Island Purified Water. The man there, Brother Powell, Cutter and team, continue to say thanks for taking care of the DJ while he's here. And Brother Williams, Austin Williams and crew, the man Brother Francis Lear and team, just want to say a big thank you to everyone who continue to come online and keep the light going. You know, it's that time of the night where it's 8 p.m. and I don't intend to do no more overtime than my closing song because I know Ivor is working on me. You know, he's working to get me there. But this is a new year, Ivor. 2 hours is 2 hours. So I just want to let you folks know, thanks for your continued support. Thanks for coming online, keeping my company, and giving your input in the conversation. Look forward to see you back here next Wednesday, same place, same time, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. St. Kitts Navy Stand. I want to say good evening to my favorite cousin there in the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas to be exact, Sister Natalie Carty. How you doing? Carolina, my uncle Eustace there in St. Croix, the Mandus, my sister Esther in Tortola, Mokish and the kids. Brother Cans Edwards, greetings coming to you from Ivor Edwards, your brother there in the Bronx, New York. I have to come and pay you a visit. Hope all is well with you. And everyone, the man Via Galloway, the man Wet Dot, Brother Warren, the Big JL and Co. Just want to wish you guys continued health, positive health. And my boy Giza down there at the ferry terminal, don't forget to check Giza, the barbecue man there. And right next to Giza, you know, there's a Rasta man there cooking all kind of ital every day in Yaba. I tell him he need to get some calabash because he's serving his ital in styrofoam bowls. If you're going to be Rasta all the way through. I don't want to see no foil paper. I don't want to see no styrofoam paper. I want to say calabash from the Yaba to the calabash. So invest in some calabash and I could come and sit down and really have a real ital. That is when I'm going to eat some ital from you. When you bring a calabash. Don't want an ital from the styrofoam bowl, right? So Luther, tell me Rasta partner that cooking the ital, the DJ said live and here that he want ital in a calabash, not styrofoam bowl, right? In the meantime and between time, we're gonna drop this track by the late great King Arrow. This one is called Arise. Listen to the lyrics. I know the music is sweet and you're going to jam. Music was done by Elimat and the GIS Brass, arranged by Elimat himself. Good evening, Sister Chanel Penny. How are you
country dying and never lend a helping hand. Would you see your children's future dwindling, creating much disillusion? Or would we watch on idly, disregarding our self-sufficiency? Let's unite. unification, building a brand new nation. We move on together hand in hand. Rise, citizens, arise. The country is yours, all yours, still yours. Can your conscience be clear? Indulging corruption or misusing public office, being accused of unemployment and crimes, or disrupting a citizen's peace. Oh, my country in this harmony, separated politically. Hatred for a brother, cannot love each other. No, I say no, not at all. Citizens, let's unite and stand up for rights, all our lives and our lives. Let us reintegrate and correct our mistakes. Reunification, building a brand new nation. We'll move on together hand in hand. So rise, citizens, arise. The country is yours, all yours, still yours.
Yeah, sounds of the late great, the King Arrow. This country is yours, brothers and sisters, all yours. I want to speak about countries yours and unite, I got to share with you. I have been passing through Cairn for some months back and forth trying to see my boy Lennox so we could sit down and have a one-on-one. Did not have the luxury until last Saturday. And I'm happy that I made this stop there at the Green Valley gas station in Cairn because I was able to have a reunion of some sort. Back in the days, Velma used to be in the Harlem there in the basement where she cook her sauce and her cook up and her black pudding and goat water and stuff. And we used to have our drinks and just talking about good old days. And that has passed. So last Saturday, I was able to sit, had a couple of drinks with Lennox and the crew, Brother Isaac, Papi and everything, and had a good time. It was like the old days, sit and watch her prepare her seasoning and cook her black pudding from scratch. And believe me, she gave me an extra piece for the weight. So I had black pudding and goat water for 3 sessions. I don't know how some of you eat your black pudding, but I love to put my black pudding in the goat water. That is how I enjoy it. So I had goat water from Ras over there in Parsons Ground. So I make sure I split it in 3 with me black pudding, man. It was nuts. So I had a lovely weekend last week, hanging with Velma and Brother Lennox and Brother Isaac there. Everything was well. My good people, Just want to big up my boy, brother Ronnie Rascal, the man Monarch, and Chico and Claudia, a boy there, brother Glasgow, the man Tango, the Talk Puppy, J.A. Dwyer Astafan, the man Ira McMahon, Dr. Martin, brother Sam Kanda, how you guys doing? Brother Douglas Watley, hope all is well. Larry Vaughan, haven't seen you in a bit, hope all is well. Sister Christine Walwyn, brother Alvin Brown, hope all is good with you guys. Well, as usual, like, every good thing must come to an end. So, brother Ivor, until next week, same place, same time, just want to wish everyone a healthy and safe week.